Yeah. So yesterday I went by Best Buy to just look at microwaves that are combined with sort of toaster ovens or air fryers or convection ovens or whatever you want to call them, which used to be basically a lot of heat with a fan. Because I knew that there had to be some catches to that. It seems too easy. And so what it turned out to be, at least according to the guy, not that I have read the directions, but basically there is a conflict between the fact that normally when you put in metal in your microwave, it all sparks and it's all horrible and you can't put metal in there. So it comes with a like a metal raised tray, and then it has some of these other metal screens and stuff. But the guy said, "Oh, you can't have the metal in the microwave except for this metal kind of grill, raised grill," which I don't understand why that metal is allowed in there and the other metal isn't. But nonetheless, he says that in fact that metal is allowed. But there's this other flaw. Things that are microwave safe often are not able to withstand heat, like plastic. So the little plastic wheels on the rotating glass floor, he says you have to take out before you start using it as a convection oven, which that's weird because now you wouldn't have the proper rotation of your microwave. And then that metal thing that they do supposedly somehow allow you to microwave, it has a bunch of sort of Teflon-y little things on it. And so maybe you can't bake those because they're plastic. So there's a lot of unanswered questions. I also asked, well, can you program it to do both microwave and cooking after that I wanted in some sequence? And he seemed to describe that it was much like the Instapot, is that you basically had to choose one of the myriad pre-programmed things that's close to what you want. So it's a little disappointing in terms of what it might represent. So at the moment, I'm not that enthused enough about getting one unless there's some model that's, super brilliant that does both and you can program it, tell it what to do. It seems like in a commercial environment for cooking, they probably have machines with little tracks that carry your food through something and out the side on some, Rube Goldberg cartoon manufacturing situation. Probably could microwave things and then farther down the line, it could cook them with an air fryer. And that would be how I would make tortilla chips that didn't even have oil in them or anything, but were all crunchy and good. And then if you wanted the oil part, you could put cold oil on afterwards, and then you wouldn't have ever been frying them or heating the oil so that you would have essentially tortilla chips without fried food, hot oil type illnesses. Or you could just skip the oil altogether, which is not too bad. It's basically a tostada. But certain of the corns that I've been doing with the small street taco, they sort of end up being like giant Pringles. Works out pretty well. Some of the corn tastes pretty good without salt and without any oil at all. So there's an avenue, depending on your dietary needs. It's still all carbs, but sometimes, you want to have something to go with your whatever else you're eating. It can be pretty bland.